When you've been listening to every second, just earlier in the show, we made the video talking about Elliot Freeman and his alias at their film trade update. How the Buffalo Sabres could be talking about expressing PM. So out there, check out the first link in the description if you want to save some money with PM and you will get some 3 months. It also helps out the channel too, so I'm very appreciative about that. But also, links in the description of this video. We'll leave this article on the fourthperiod.com earlier this afternoon. Having Patterson break the shot on the same line and actually kind of hop a little bit. That's such a stylistic difference in the way they play the game that I would be really curious to see how it would go down. And his team obviously is very good. William Patterson, as you can see, off each other very well. They have some pretty good defensemen step up in the past 2 months here. Alec Gabay has had some sort of a revival season. Nick Benson has been good in spurts. And then with other names, Bernard Copper, Dave Sanderson, there are guys who have more out of there, guys that are expected to be good. And then the goaltending in Ottawa has really been good this season, especially compared to prior years. Gone are the days that Jonas Korpisalo was letting the team down. With Anton Forsberg, Levan Yaralainen, and Jonas Allmark all sharing the crease, each of these guys are going out there with pretty good numbers this season. And I don't think anybody is surprised to see that the Ottawa Senators upon actually getting good goals against New York. By the way, the Rangers have really started to get back in there and string together positive results. Nice to see them actually living up to their potential in some capacity. But the Ottawa Senators, they do have a 90, 100-point caliber guy in Stützle. How about adding another one in Elias Pettersson? The Sens have some defense. Obviously, the Canucks could be interested in one of those assets if they were to entertain this trade idea. But in order to get the full scoop, we've got to go back over into that article. The fourthperiod.com is where it's at. This is what David Pagnotta writes about in regards to Peavy. It's no secret the Ottawa Senators have been exploring the market for upgrades, especially on the blue line. But could they shift some of their focus to star center DP40? The Canucks have been engaged in trade discussions with several teams, including the Hurricanes and Sabres, about Pettersson, as well as talks with other clubs about fellow star J.T. Miller. Yep, that's not new. That is indeed something we've talked about multiple times on this channel. The article then talks about how the Hurricanes were trying to acquire Pettersson or Miller in separate trades before settling on Mikko Rantanen. Canucks GM Patrick Allvin appears willing to move Pettersson if the right package is presented, and talks with teams like the Sabres continue. Ottawa has been fishing for upgrades to further enhance their chances of making the postseason, but with limited salary cap space, Sens GM Steve Staios would need to move out a roster player if he makes an impact addition. The Sens have been linked to such players such as Pittsburgh Penguins defenseman Marcus Pettersson and Blue Jackets blue liner Dante Fabro, but they could try to enhance their offense as the club ranks 26th in the NHL in goals for per game. Now, this is where the article diverts. It talks about the Penguins, it talks about the Blue Jackets, it talks about the defense. What about PD? Well, David Pagnotta then gets into the Pettersson situation here. He's 26 and the first year of an 8-year $92 million contract, and he has an engagement bonus of this simple first. The currently has a possible to be over the last 12 years. According to the fourth period David Pagnotta, the Senators have still used the next better platforms available in this new present to keep Norris in the top for deal for Pettersson. Norris, in the third season of an 8-year $63.6 million contract. In the 47 games since so far, Norris has registered 17 goals and 10 assists for 27 points. Pettersson has tallied 30 points and 42 goals in 32 runs per vote. Norris is going to sleep in the center if the move is the package for either Pettersson or Miller, and it to add a husband to do it as well. And I'm sitting here thinking, saying, Vancouver is already set ablaze with all the conversations on the Buffalo Sabres and Sidney Cousins. Or for Josh freaking Norris. I don't know about you, I get that Norris is like the whole person. They don't feel like super this up to this is saying maybe it's the same argument to the last video, but the calling out we're already thinking about trading body interest for Elias Pettersson.
Opportunity not just the man advantage and it takes the
Oh, gee, the power play in overtime. Really got to be the hero in this one.
I said, no, I'm not going to do it for legal rights. You go all the place in China. This was India. That could even get used to that place if it is. It's right, you know, if you're all you're not sitting on the streets there, you're not throwing it away. That's not what you're telling. But tell us what? Morris, the benefit, I get that Josh Morris is like a gold scoring guy, and he knows what he could do under a system like Rick Thomas, but ultimately, I don't think this is any form of realistic from the fourth period. It's like Josh Morris, you know. The only real stuff we need to get into the playoffs, something that can was a release time, somebody for a really everything. There's the fact that we have to do really good news about Michigan. That's like the only thing. And I don't think that's enough to put out there a negative fantasy trade surrounding Josh Morris. You need defensemen in there. Okay, Kip Sanderson, Tyler Pickle. Of course, you're not going to do that if you're on the you already need to acquire more defense. But the connection of you guys see. I'm thinking about it like if you get Sanderson in Toronto. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but just spitball here. If you do get, let's say, Sanderson to Bosch, that's what I was thinking. I actually understand the perspective from one Vancouver's point of view. When you turn for defense, Harry lost downgrading at the center position. But at the same time, man, it's so difficult to think about filling it in some sort of a major match. And I think the team makes some of his trade protection comes in, and we're using it down here against the city. Using it down here. This side, it's slower than things next year. Once Rick Thomas gets the phone, once it's a new system in place, Mike Patterson is allowed to really teach and is really execute. He could very well become a 100 caliber player next year. He's 26 years old. He's young. Maybe I should ask you about this again. Maybe I'm especially when you consider the fact that JT Lewis and he's also in the field conversations too. I think it's sort of defaulted to this idea that Congress going to get traded in the offseason and Carson Palmer's going to get traded soon. Is there a rebuild on the horizon? Who doesn't know? But they're pushing I think it creates a something about this fan base is already getting pissed off about the hypothetical Dylan Cousins trade with the Bowen Bottom next to it. It's more for Josh Morris than they're going to get sense. Yeah, Josh Morris can still go, but he's freaking about it. That guy's got 15 in the year. He's got 2 fewer goals than Josh Morris does. And that guy, former Vancouver Canucks guy, not that settled on the Anderson trade conversation. I don't think he was getting focused on a hockey talking about people. He got Matthew's first rebuild. Remember back in the 2020 double days when the NHL took a break because of the coronavirus and Adam Gaudette was doing his Twitch streams and Pedersen would be playing Warzone with him? Back in the day, man, that was the best way to go. And now, I'm not saying that they're going to play all the numbers, like, it's interesting, like, what's going on centers in the national absolutely on some of the system that don't bring this to or everybody to but the idea was talking about the game here, which is why I didn't there's the video. Josh Morris is only proven named or name. I think this is two seasons PFF in Michigan, but I was because he was known to take the team to a significant capacity by trading away with this position. I don't know. Of course, it's no good for that space. It's a fresh week to get a script finishing that. Get your sauce from it. You know, this series and you know.
A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. Utah's won the face-off deep in their own end. Puck grab by Borkin. And they keep the pressure on. Oh, nice save for the Bruins with big pass.
Let's see the wrestling for games. Everybody was simple to watch this video. This is important. Whatever they need to do, we're talking about. Whether it's people ranting and they call it on communication is questions here. So I think that's one thing that I've done, and you're doing about this article, I have stopped that. It's still got someone, and it's a Finnish website, of course. The actual article is in Finnish, but I translated it to English. Via the Google machine, all the links in the description of this article are also in the link to the description to the Express 1530 page. We also have Checkout Express. These are free and get yourself some 3 months in the station and in the process. All those supporting the channel. Today, we are diving into Nico Ransman in this exclusive interview with Greg Sonovan, where he speaks about how he was treated out in Colorado. Yeah, we're getting into this territory right here. I feel pretty okay with just reading the article at face value because it goes through it essentially something to do with here. So let's get out there and read some of the quotes from Nico Ransman that dive into apparently how everything went down and how he's feeling about the matter. Because if you had seen the post-game interviews from Nathan McKinnon, Eric Bednar yesterday, and the Nico Ransman also speak out during the Hurricanes games, you didn't see that all the parties involved, all the players, all the people that have management, they were doing, sad about it. Nico Ransman definitely had a long and storied time with the Colorado Avalanche. He was seemingly, visibly disappointed with the fans of the golf program. Here's the emails they sent that his friend Charlie Dawson was sent outside of his place. So let's start in and see some of his feelings over here. Courtesy of the you put up the video you stood up in the state about the mistake of the power and the difference of the night. He has spent the game for the farmers come out from the green up on a contract extension. All of them have played in Colorado for almost 10 years. We did quite a lot to the book. We even won the campaign. That's why this film is a public when he's in the operator, when it's Colorado. He has no idea that Colorado is about to pay the way. The play points against the Boston as an expensive technology. We know this one for the first one. It's really users in the NHL computer for the second. Ransman believed because of the last notice that he still going to be signing with Colorado. He reveals that he was ready to accept an offer in order to continue with the Avalanche and Williamson. Discussions about an extension with the club were open. I was willing to take a discount based on the market value. We discussed the contract receiving too, Ransman reveals. And this is the one particular part of the story that everybody is looking into. Nico Ransman was ready to take a discount based off his market value. However, they did not end up following through, despite the fact that they had talked about it and wanted to start trading. The media generally concluded that Ransman's salary request was too high for Colorado. I don't think that's true. I didn't want to talk about exact amounts, but I was prepared to accept a lot of maybe less of that market value. That's not exactly what the translation says, but you can definitely follow those days. That's why this deal for this randomly sounded. Outside of today, speculated about 39 going to 5, and we got expected was not that common. The first house trade didn't waiver them. To be honest, I didn't think that was right. I strongly believe that he expected to be made at some point, but they decided otherwise. At no point was there any contract with the club, although, of course, the conversation wasn't every day. Randomly, didn't even have time to play with the state of the happened. This happened too quickly, I didn't get my seat, I'm not prepared for the game today. Maybe everything was a turn up and properly digest the trade. I'm not really sad. Okay, stop downloading that. It's finally true. There were things in Carolina and other things about me. Now I'm trying to get into the game system as quickly as possible so I can play it in a phone. And this is what I'm going to do. There are reports from folks like David Cleveland and Sunday that talked about how we can work on this home. Might have nothing to do with something that we realistically have to do this time. It's better. Giving $9.25 billion a year this year, and despite the fact that you have, look at this, really, they don't have the banks on where that's now. Because you have Leon Draisaitl in Edmonton making $14 million a year, Nico wanted to get into that territory. Draisaitl's still making 14. Ransman wanted to become the highest paid winner in the National Hockey League, and applying for a team more and $11 million more. So he considered serving sports incentive groups of the Philippine People's Federation. Right? We have a chance to do this in the different ways. If you have to sit with the study, the stars will be the So, all the cities consider it to be sooner than later. Both from the higher they don't want to feel the bad in the thing, let's do it. And if they come in with getting a contract so soon, that's got to get their thinking going. So, for Ransman, they're putting on that thing to be in
Yes, we hear the city as a whole for sure. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. I mean, this is the connection that you see between fan base and their team, and it's a tradition. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Watching this game, it seems like they keep providing energy throughout the game.
Well, I certainly have a great time, and from all of us here at EA Sports, I'm James Cebulski. Thanks so much for spending your time with us here this evening, and we will see you at the next playoff game.
The significant below my market value, that's why the trade was so sharp to me. Let's go out there and read these comments here. I can't believe that Colorado pulled the trigger. The more that comes out, the more questions I have. Yeah, this is starting to seem like both sides sat there and made assumptions and didn't bother to communicate. Or, simply, the amount that Colorado was willing or able to pay was lower than Agent's discounted market value price. It's also possible that the agent communicated something like, hey, the market value and the cap increasing is about 8 years in Chicago. This is an excellent explanation. Thank you. Yes, with the way the market has reset and all the guys that have to get paid, including McKinnon, 11 to 12 is probably closer to what Colorado can afford right now. But we don't know their real thought process. If you take away such a key player who is liked, how will the team respond? You can't just find a Rantanen replacement. Natchez is 12th in points, so maybe he slots in with McKinnon and produces at a higher clip, so maybe that's the hope from the front office. They want to be able to add in future years, so maybe this is the cold calculation they made about who gets sacrificed. And ultimately, this, I think, is the biggest thing about it. There might have been some communication issues. There might have just been misalignments of what the dollar amounts would have been. But for Rantanen to go out there and say that he was really surprised about the trade and he was willing to take a discount, it does kind of indicate that things weren't really going all coochie clean in Colorado in regards to this contract negotiation. So now we just got to wait and see. Is Carolina going to be able to re-sign Mikko Rantanen? Are they going to be able to keep him in some sort of a discounted deal? Even when it's from Rantanen's home POV, a discount could be from 15 to 14, or from 15.5 to 13.7. Is Carolina willing to do that? Are they capable of doing that? They have a lot more cap space now this year compared to last year when they got Jake Gensel and let him go. But where exactly does Rantanen go? If Rantanen hits the free agent market, then okay, we will be used for a pretty bigger, crazier fest of contract negotiations and rumors. But for now, we are still dealing with the aftermath of the Mikko Rantanen trade to Carolina, and how he himself was very surprised about how everything went down. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about the communication problems between Colorado and Mikko Rantanen's party, and Leon Draisaitl gets into the mix, and what you think is going to happen afterwards. Answer in the comment section below if you enjoyed this Rich Trolls 99, and bye.
Taking shower.
Did you know that you can use the odors in your home?
More nations facing up.
The Maple Leaf.
Because this game is our game.
The boys keep here, Toronto. What are you waiting for?
Fucking wood.
So we're going over some Montreal Canadiens notes following the game yesterday against the New Jersey Devils. Now, if you had seen the Red Wings Nikita Kucherov dirty trick video we had made last night, you would have seen that I actually did intend to make a double whammy post-game video of both the Wings shutting out the Lightning and the Canadiens hopefully beating the Devils. But unfortunately, because the Habs ended up losing, I was like, okay, this is not the trick Red Wings. We had done videos in the past where we had discussed both of those teams winning their games on the same night. But yesterday, because losses don't generally tend to get much conversation more of than views on YouTube, unless you're the man who dance, we decided to skip it out on yesterday. But now, it's Sunday morning, and it's to go over some conversation about some of the names we had seen yesterday, some guys that are on the team, and some interesting commentary about them or from them. As always, the show is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Go out there and check out our affiliate page on their website so you can get some free months in your VPN, save some money, and to help out the channel in the process. But today we're diving into yesterday's defeat at the hands of the Devils, what goaltender Yappadova had to say about it, and an extreme conversation on Mike Matheson. So, I want to flip for your attention to this tweet made by Travis on the record. It goes over Yappadova and his response after the game against New Jersey. This is what he said about his own league and where everything is going in the game. I was pretty happy with my first period. I didn't like my complete level on the first goal. On the second one, I didn't really like my body language. After the first period, I told myself I need to get going. I'm proud that I battled back, and I had a pretty good second and third period. It wasn't a perfect game. For the next one, I had to play about 60 minutes to reserve the win. And if you look at the goals and the game itself, from first period to second period to third period, I thought that Yappadova was actually pretty all right for most of the game. Obviously, he was going to be his 10th worst critic, but in the first period, of course, New Jersey scored 2 goals on 12 shots, so Jovic made 10 saves. The first goal scored by Jovic with a backhand shot in tight. His scored before, of course, Sophia got hurt. We will hopefully get some positive updates on that as the games go on. But first goal of the game, with 4 minutes to go, Jesper Bratt comes in on goal and feeds it back door for his He's able to stuff it by Jovic. Jovic unfortunately does get caught a little bit going with the momentum of Bratt rather than blocking the back door. But at the same time, I mean, the Montreal Canadiens defender is right there. Well, Matheson. He's not able to get this year up until the last second, and yeah, I get that the goalie wants to take the blame for that one, but Jovic didn't really have a chance on that opportunity. He was following the play, was behind the screen. It was really difficult for him. And complete level aside, it was just a very good simple save for him to try and make. Second goal of the game comes just 2 minutes later, Jesper Bratt from Hamilton and Brendan Jovic. So the defenseman on New Jersey using his nice job as a goal on some people still in just 10 minutes, but still, that was a tweet to him. Jesper Bratt is locked still behind the goal, centers it, tries to center it, still holds on to it, walks around, and then backhands it through everybody. That, of course, is Skater or goal at I think it's 5 goal I think you see. Bratt is kind of going everywhere around the offensive zone. It looks like he doesn't have his body on that one because after the goal, he kind of moves his head back and forth, kind of like a ball. The goal in sort of motion. Honestly, I get it. It's okay to be shaken up, I think, so that's my opinion. But for Jovic himself, I guess, it's more of a rational thing. Like, hey, I can't let myself get in the head because once that brain gets going, once those thoughts start to spiral, and once that body language really comes out, it becomes easy to become affected by the own mind and allow that to seep into the way you make these saves. So, very pristine sort of mindset Jovic wants to have when he's talking to the team. It's super high. Save percentage of his numbers, he's still one of the best goaltenders in the NHL, statistically speaking, despite only having a 6-game sample. So, obviously, as it gets more starts, we will see the numbers run themselves out more. And he kind of needs to get his first loss out of the way in order to get the full NHL experience, right? The fact that the Montreal Canadiens weren't really doing much but not in anyway doesn't really bode well for the Wings' chance of winning. Anyways, with the Montreal Canadiens, I want to talk a little bit more about the defenseman on that first goal that he didn't pick up this year and allowed the Jays to kind of get them way behind them. I'm Matheson. Because there was an article in the conversation that I want to talk about on HatsFanatics.com. There was a thing published this post earlier this morning, and was revealed it was going to do with Mike Matheson. That's called a trade deadline. I think it's this. If you want to see something there, the Montreal Canadiens could keep Matheson for 2025-2026. At least that's what he said during an episode of the Processes podcast alongside of ESPN. Link is a video segment of that same show, Processes, where they end up talking about Mike Matheson and how he probably should be taken deeper for the team. And this really does become a dilemma because now this X-Men.com article, there's a poll on the bottom here too. Would you trade Mike Matheson for the 25th overall in the 2025 NHL draft? And out of 300 people that voted on this poll, 60% of them say that they would not trade Mike Matheson. And this is one of the things that I took into value to this book. There was some commentary yesterday after the game about Matheson and just a little bit people talking about how he loves to take shots into thin pads that result in the turnovers and offensive opportunities for the other team. And obviously you don't want to see that. That's definitely not one of the more beloved parts about Matheson's game. But it's that activated mindset. It's that ability to just take it over a bit and want to get things going for his own team. That makes him special, along with the skills and along with the offensive prowess. To be honest, though, he hasn't necessarily been his best offensive self because, of course, he's not getting his strong power minutes anymore. He had 34 points in 2018, 22, 23 after being acquired by Montreal, 63 points in 18 games last year, and this season he now goes for 37 points in 80 games. So this definitely would be the worst point per game year for Matheson in Montreal when you compare it to the other two seasons he had. But again, you don't have getting the telephone minutes, he would be a secondary guy.
For 4. Damn.
Everybody thinks about Hudson, everybody knows about Hudson. He is the big fifth in Montreal on defense when it comes to producing points. Matheson, well, he's not that anymore, but it's even continue to beat that. So the question is, for a guy whose contract is expiring next season in 2026, I still think in 75, the trade this guy is, and he seems like very solid. There's a lot to go over Matheson. But ultimately, he's Canadian journalists are saying that they should probably keep him instead. If you want to me, I'd say that there's probably some good value to get out of like Matheson for 30 months. I doubt that an NHL team will probably pay some decent draft picks or two, but is that price worth it? Are the Montreal Canadiens in a spot where you would see more value?
I don't think this kid's very good. No, I'll keep him actually.
And experience to help them get better in the short-term future, or would you rather see them dive into the trade market and get themselves another draft pick for a prospect that's not going to help the team in the next couple of years anyway? There's a lot of conversation going on about this, and I'll be leaving this up to you. I want to know your thoughts in the 10 seconds below. What are your thoughts? Mike Matheson, yay or nay? Stay or go? Trade or keep? If he's going to be a number 2 offensive defenseman rather than a number 1 because he's taking that back seat over Hudson, does that diminish his value in your opinion? And if you want to keep him instead, do you just let him go to free agency in 2026? Is that the move here? Do you allow him to play out the rest of his career?
Good, they did not take the right-handed shot demon, and I fucking want it. Right here. Oh, fuck, 80 overall, okay.
He decides to stay or he ends up going somewhere else. Do you trade him then? Do you send him away at the deadline in 2026? Or do you just keep him around? Decisions to go off here when it comes to Matheson. I want you to know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about Matheson? How do you feel about Jakob Goldberg as well? There's lots of goals that you're going to feel like the videos, and I want you to know your thoughts in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this actual story. And wow. I can't see. Set up for this 4-5.
But you can't say you don't know. Right steel to the knife. Like a bright light to the night. Like a kill switch to your life. I hope you think twice. I don't play nice. Open up, surprise.
What you got there, Zanny? A smoothie. Let me spell it out for you. I don't know, what is that? There it is. I suck at bills, man. This outfit is a classic, but you should use it. Okay, guys. Take it. John, the ultimate battle, strength versus dexterity. I've decided that I will no longer be singing for using dex weapons. Dex and Joyer, rise against the world. Yeah, you like that on us. Quickly, please weapons. Kissing man, so what? I represent all of that place.
Charles is strong. Yeah, that cap is too high.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. One appraisal. One of my next week roll up the
Question is, what is Keller's future with this team? Still can't trade from this season too. Shit, okay. Second bird, yeah, he's going to the Rangers. I'm just freed up cap. I need cap space.
So I made this shadow of the earth big house for us. I haven't crossed out anything yet, but I'm looking for big Tarzan jump. The armor set, everyone's trying to get it. I'll be like a phone for a while. Wait for her to die so I can pick up the drill. I like it actually. I'm gonna go pick some of the farmers that I'm trying to get together. I was like, what the greater? Some like second. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, that what the hell? Don't watch that. If you're so I like it. It's a really good word to get. If the aerospace race becomes academic, or a blind button, and you pull that head, it's still something. It's always the something. There's a link in the description to their website, which you can see their other designs, and a link to their Instagram. So we just know the boss fight is absolutely demonic. Well, it isn't difficult because we need to get it. And then we could be a job like a fucking in this that's the new meaning. Alright, people, you message this message ahead, and then message ahead. So, my life, Dragon Man, Part 2. This guy is the DLC for the first ancient Dragon Man. Oh! I need that sword. Give up on the fucking selling. I am ancient doctoral. Just the bottom. You fought well, Dragon Man. Now the sword. A priority level, a deadline, this is where I'm supposed to go, but naturally we're on the polar opposite end of the map. Ah, come on. Classic. Descendants of the air, show me your strength! It's someone like the dog. Oh god! It is very cinematic. Yeah. Oh god. Ah, Spellblade. An excellent choice, Mimic. Adios! And thus falls the great dragon. Well. If it is a two more dragons. The sorcerer's cellar! Fabio! Run, Eldritch. You're a sick man, Michael Zoppi. A sick, depraved man. However, big go card though, big go card. They're like, here's a dragon fight. I just had one. You had one, yes, but what about second dragon? He's the warrior. Yes, I am a warrior. A fellow, great warrior. No, I like age appropriate things. I just, I don't want your separate finger. Fail the dread of the awful. Hey, what the fuck? Bingo card, dude. Where am I? Mr. President, a fourth dragon has hit the World Trade Center. This is crazy. Where am I? How big is this DLC? I feel like I should go back to the starting area, but I'm just so curious. Thankfully, I'm not a cat. New message. I want to go home. I can't take this. Oh, I can't take this. fucked up, man. Wait, what? Oh, the guy that was still going. Hell yeah. Fair enough, bro. You know, that's something about television is that the enemies are so aggressive and fast that you get like one open for every 4 to 5 moves. You're set to try to put the rest of there we go. That's a good trick. It's like whirling up and it's hot.
So something is that today's drive. Come take a look.
Last year, we showed $6 million. I didn't like my freestyle last night. I will not be shamed for using Moonfist. It's a very fun weapon. 1, 2, delay, 3. Moveset downloaded. Oh god, what is that? No. Don't one-shot me. Ah, God. Hey, wait, he got all the stuff back. All my hard work, gone. I'm cheating. Get him, Mimic. Bitch! You made me do this shit. You made me use a summon. You did this! Not fair! Wow, it's got a lot easier. Woo! It's not cheating. It's in the game. So game against the Alright guys, quick PvP break. I got a lot of funny clips for the boys. If you want to just go back to the PvP stuff, here's the timestamp. Or you can use the caption. Are you ready? Yeah, okay. Well, you knew we were going to talk about this eventually, because yesterday on Elliot Friedman's Saturday Night Headlines on Sportsnet, we had ourselves the scoop. How the Vancouver Canucks could be in a realistic trade conversation with the Buffalo Sabres. Yeah, we're diving into this one more time. As always, the show is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Go out there and check out our affiliate page if you want to get some free months, save some money, and support the channel all in the process. Also linked in the description is this video/article on sportsnet.ca. Sabres are showing interest in the Canucks' Elias Pettersson, published by the Sportsnet staff. This uses the video clip of Friedman's segment from yesterday, and the article reads this. It's safe to say trade rumors involving the Vancouver Canucks aren't going away anytime soon. One day removed from the blockbuster three-team trade that shook the NHL on Friday night and saw star winger Mikko Rantanen sent from the Colorado Avalanche to the Carolina Hurricanes, Sportsnet's Elliot Friedman had some new details to drop during his Saturday Headlines segment on Hockey Night in Canada. Talk about a run-on sentence, eh? There was a time yesterday when I thought Elias Pettersson was going to be a Carolina Hurricane. Obviously, it didn't happen, said Friedman. As Friedman wrote about on Friday night, before acquiring Rantanen from Colorado and Taylor Hall from the Blackhawks, the Hurricanes had discussed separate trades for Pettersson for the GEV6. The E3 got the mix. Station Home Program. New Africa Tiger Barrier Frame. Plastic plankton, sterilized, and cryoadapted in a breathable barrier frame. Strong as fin for 72-hour feather space. New Africa Tiger Barrier Frame. No, it's in the studio. Breathing out as if you believe in marking most customers that involved in the Pettersson deal. Sticky and no again. Major support sending up to the Center Colorado, along with Jack Curry as part of exchange program today. And that is an idea that I think we never really talked too much about, but at the same time, it's not really one of the big things. Like, this is a weird part about some hockey video I'm thinking about YouTube. I don't know what video about, but it's kind of the commentary to me about it all. Everybody's talking about trading Pettersson. Everybody's talking about Nova. But now that we have an actual that was talked out there, hey, Pettersson almost got traded to Carolina, and Barnes Davis almost got traded to Vancouver. Nobody is talking about Lucas. Like, the fact is, people are so focused on what the Canucks could have done and how they could have turned for Pettersson that the entire idea of Lucas is overshadowed because now, well, Pettersson didn't get traded, so we still have to keep this Pettersson thing into the ground. Now I'm making this video, and I'm kind of contributing to the problem, but look at it, it's like, this is the biggest conversation that I've seen. People are talking about Pettersson Buffalo. They're talking about how Nathan
It'd be really decent addition to their second line offensive play at the Indiana Buccaneers.
I digress. Let's go back over onto the article here. With the Hurricanes likely part of the equation, is there a new team that becomes a favorite to potentially land Pettersson if the Canucks deal? I think those talks continue, and I believe one of the teams that has really shown a lot of interest is Buffalo. Thursday night on Saturday. There are others, but the Sabres are definitely in there. This coming after the Sabres and the Ravens with the being top earlier this season. Back in December, Friedman talked about the two teams sharing the grades of $1 and good violence and presence of two players that the next 56 to do. Do I think the Canucks have talked about Buffalo? Yeah, I do. Do I think the Sabres have talked to the Canucks? Yes, I do. Do I think that's the exact combination that they have talked about? No, I don't know that. I can see Vancouver being interested in those players. I can see Buffalo being interested in Pettersson. That last part is from Dolly and Dolly from a few weeks ago. But when you think about the Pettersson-Buffalo talks getting reignited from Saturday Headlines, now we're seeing a little bit of panic, I would say, from many Canucks fans all over social media, in particular Twitter. Getting close to sensational labor from this market on Twitter. And a lot of people are starting to freak out about the idea of Pedersen getting traded in some sort of a deal involving a Bowen Byram and involving another forward. It seems like a given that Bowen Byram would be a Vancouver Canucks starter because the Canucks need defense. The Canucks also would be taking advantage of a Buffalo situation that has too much defense. Sorry, but Samuelson, Dolly, Howard, Byram, they've got so many guys that are locked in, and they could afford to maybe lose one of them, probably Byram, because he's from Cranbrook, BC, and a lot of people here in Vancouver have been thinking about the idea of Byram being a Canuck for a long time.
Welcome back. All right, this is the day video for you find people on the internet. It is Monday, January 27th. Starting things off at the top of the board, we're going to talk about the New Jersey Devils. Thus, the New Jersey Devils start. Nico Easter has returned to New Jersey for further evaluation. This week he's going to be out for a bit. And once they've done that evaluation, they'll find out how long he's going to be out. Easter is a huge part of that New Jersey Devils team in a few minutes of time. I heard some at both ends today, so hopefully he's not out that long. The New Jersey Devils, seem to be turning things around after a rough patch there. Easter out, hopefully that doesn't throw a wrench into everything. Alex Pietrangelo, so he is backing out of the tournament, the Four Nations tournament. He has some injuries he wants to deal with. But they're not injuries that are causing him to miss National Hockey League games. And it is an exhibition at the Four Nations tournament that they're only showing advertising for every minute after any game, and then it's every other commercial during the break. So they're really heavily promoting Four Nations. They seem to be putting a lot of stock and money into it. But Pietrangelo is back then, so the question becomes one of, all right, so is he going to have to miss games before or after that break? No. Elliot Friedman reporting that unlike the All-Star game, where if a player doesn't want to go to the All-Star game, they have to miss the game before or the game after the All-Star game, which, I guess that's kind of a threat. So, kind of. My own workplace, they would call people in who had missed too much time and were getting suspended from work. They do it on Friday at lunch hour. So those people would be allowed not to work the final 4 hours of the Friday. And we had Saturday and Sunday off. So I'm just talking to everyone saying, you guys understand how stupid it is that people know that if they call in on Tuesday, they're going to be allowed to go home early on Friday. So you're giving them a lot of extent and you always have to tell them. I have no idea why you're doing that. But the NHL is not being on the story. And I don't think that you do the All-Star game. To be honest, I don't think they did it. Players don't want to play in an exhibition tournament, which generally they don't make a lot of money for playing in anyway. And in Four Nations case, I don't know that there's a money reward for the winning team, but if they don't want to play that, I don't think there should be any punitive action taken against them for it. So we'll see if any other players say, look, I've got injury concerns. And the other thing I'm going to be curious about today, so we were talking about this Four Nations, and I'm going to pay attention to the real hockey on the All-Star game. Right. So when a big star player gets hurt in this tournament, how will people do it? The tournament ultimately is kind of an warm-up for the Olympics, and it's kind of a fun little get, and cities to be the best players supporting the country. But you don't want to see anybody get hurt, so you see how that is done. But eventually, maybe 30 seconds, and put there in goal point. I'm kind of tired of this, to be honest. You know it's coming. Where you want to be in the show, you know it's coming. It's sort of like when I'm watching a show and there's no sort of show I'm watching a show and the party watching the play to make sure it's close. Really, downside, instead of the 50% hockey, the other ball is getting caught and the ball is getting close. 4 games, 3 goal costs, and 6 points basically established that you stop playing to be down and second star 4 goals for 6 points per game. Nice to see him turning things around after what was a really slow start to his season. And so we'll see if we can keep that going. The Ottawa Senators have been in the news. Michael Andlauer, somewhere the ghost of Eugene Melnick saying, see. We all had a little bit of fun with the whole Melnick and LeBret Flats discussions. And there was all this talk about how Melnick was really difficult to work with and nobody could make a deal with him. And so you get the new owner and you get the deal. No, Michael Andlauer is frustrated with speed at which this land deal for to get that arena built is going through. It's such slow progress, and now they've announced that they're going to have training camps. They're going to play a couple of preseason games in Quebec City. This is where, and of course, then Andlauer gets asked about, so this is senior considering a move to Quebec City. He's saying, I feel bad for people in Quebec City. Like, you guys aren't getting an NHL team, but here we'll have exhibition games that don't necessarily mean a lot every year because we'll take money and we'll have players come in and play, but we're not going to play regular season games. I have advocated for a while now that I think if they do go to an 84-game schedule, bringing back the third-party sites for hockey games. So you can have hockey games in a neutral site like Atlanta, Houston, Quebec City, Milwaukee. You could have neutral site games. Come back to the NHL if they did expand to an 84-game schedule to get things more balanced. And then you could test this kind of thing out without feeling like you're... Yeah, it's not nice. I'm trying to figure out a word to say that...
They said dress for the job you want. Well, we have some jobs for you. Now get up to $9,000 in rebates on eligible 2024 F-150 models. At the Home Depot, our job is helping pros get their stuff.
that is G-rated or PG-rated, but what I think they're doing to the fans, and I don't know the truth, but it's so bad against the method. Because on the one hand, the NHL saying, well, you guys can't have an NHL team, they didn't have an audience, well, Marcy, guys can't have it, and this will be the second year in a row for big teams being played for that city.
Franchise mode. Continue.
So yeah, they're trying to